Alright. Shall we begin? It's a short episode today, so it should be an easy
Yeah,
one.
let's do it.
Hey everyone, welcome to Granblue Radio. This is episode number 306. Um, this is as we mentioned, this is sort of an in-between week. We don't have new content until later in the month when we get like the comfy stream, and I believe that later tonight we should be getting a new drop of new Grand Blue Fest merchandise. And so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But the one piece of new content we did have is that for the first time in many months, we have a new Pride of the Ascendant. And favorite, there it is. There you are, Kikuri.
All right, did you cheese it or did you fight it? For real, for real.
I did. So the thing is that before like the zero grid cheese. So the thing is that my team for this is Satyr, somebody with the sub. So it was Agielba before I remember that Reinhardt Zar exists. Um, Vazaraga, Dark John, and then just somebody in the back to do just a bunch of damage in case. And so I semi-cheesed it, but I did not 150 turns of doing nothing cheese it. And so the things to know about this fight. So conceptually, the fight's really cool and interesting, and it it is more like a Tower of Babel fight than it is a Pride of the Ascendant fight because it has one thing that it wants to do,
Which is.
which is give you a nice little present called Destiny Pledge. Destiny Pledge happens every 2 turns. It's an omen that you can break. But what it does is it gives your lowest HP character a buff. The buff lets you ignore,
Exchange for like 40k or
yeah,
30k.
30. It's 30k. Um, it gives
Excuse me,
you a.
the 40k is when you break the 200 hits.
Mhm. And so what I did is, so you can see my team right here. I'm a Kengo with Satyr, Reinhardt Zar, and Vazaraga. And so let me make sure I'm hitting the right button. Here's the 3-turn substitute. So the thing is though that the second time you get targeted by that thing, you die.
There's a small caveat. It's not an execute.
Yep. It is not an execute, it is um just plain death. Um and it happens if you take Destiny Pledge a second time. And so the solution to this is not to take the there's multiple solutions to this. You used the solution that probably Cygames thought of first.
I played it
Yeah,
normally.
which is juggling health. Um and what I'm doing is
You have
essentially
Mazaraga.
I'm doing it in the way so like once you actually um have the whole thing down, like once you actually have Destiny Pledge on, you do way more damage. Like way more, way more. Like let's see, Reinhardt's not going to attack this turn, but you can see the normals coming from these other characters. And now Reinhardt's is doing normal damage, and not just that, but let's see, hold on. Okay, good. Like he's doing big damage here. And now I'm going to taunt it onto Satyr.
What we say is big damage was actually your
Your
normal damage
your
if you were
normal actual
if
damage.
it
You're
wasn't
right.
cutting.
Right. Because my Kengo CA here is gonna do like 800k, no 1 million. And
Yeah, it should be 1 million because do you have supplemental in your grid?
I do.
Yeah, that's why.
That's right. I have two Atom Stabs in this grid, so it's
Yeah,
like
my
seven.
my mirrorings were doing 2 million while not having the buff.
Hmm. But yeah, like so you juggle this around. You want to make sure that you have Destiny's Pledge on as many characters as possible, so they do normal damage. And then at the end, you so you reset Destiny Pledge either after 200 hits, so I have 173 hits left before this resets, or I think at 50% it also resets, and you do this
And
dance all over
no,
again, or no?
no,
Okay,
no, it's 200 hits.
it's 200 hits only. Okay,
Yeah.
And so, there's multiple ways of doing this. Like a lot of people were doing this with Summer Medusa because she's a hit count machine, and so you would do that. Notably, this thing has God Sight on by default,
Yeah,
so
so she
never
can't dodge
misses.
it.
She can't dodge it. She's there for hits and dispel.
Things to note also, defense is his useless stat in this fight.
Yeah.
It does static damage unless you cut.
hmm Or have reduction or whatever. And so, here I've on as of turn 6, I have now taken this on everybody. And so now everybody's going to do normal damage. And then I'm going to use a health potion on Reinhardtzar. Actually, no, I don't even need to use a health pod on Reinhardtzar anymore. All I do, as of now, I'm just doing this for the rest of the fight. Attack,
Yeah.
do normal damage, etc. So you did it with juggling health around, like some people were doing with Doctor to use green potions to make sure that people weren't getting hit. But as of right now, Vazaraga for the next 12 turns is going to take every single one of these and die. if I
Turn 20.
yeah,
I feel like they should have actually programmed it as an execute where it will
right,
kill regardless
where we'll
because
actually kill.
that's what something like the field from Yubaha does, for
Mm,
example.
right. And that's what prevents you from bringing Vazaraga to those things. So that's an oversight. I don't know if they'll bother fixing it because it's just like this is a one-time fight. They can learn lessons from these things, but they tend not to go back and like change these around that much once they're actually done. And so yeah,
Have
I
you,
mean,
let's talk about the no weapon grid except for one.
yeah, it was just an opus, was it?
Just an opus that
Yeah,
when you lose health, you do damage.
right. And so I've
And
already beaten
Galleon.
this. Yeah, yeah. Um, Galleon could have been anybody else who does plain damage, like
Yeah, but she does like 4 million, so
yeah. Or it can be an actual fire character with sub, which also goes faster. But like I said, that was because they were dedicated to just showing what, just how far you can go in that. Remember the old like Wind Proud videos where it was just like I went down to one Indra bow and a normal wind weapon as main hand, and Katsulia and friends can still beat this, right?
yeah.
It's like it took me 29 minutes of reloading and 196 turns, but I could do it. And this is the same energy. And so this fight came out with an oversight. I think it was
Oh yeah, but this is supposed to be a challenge.
yeah. Well,
And
Proud is also supposed to
it's
be kind of a challenge, but on a different level.
yeah, but this is like a lot of prouds are trivialized in their element that it's supposed to be in.
hmm
This is not, but it is being trivialized by everything else.
Yeah. And so yeah, this was an oversight. Hopefully they fix this for next time. Um, but yeah, like I was cool with um the first few things that we were trying to think up, like the first few strategies where it's like, all right, you sub around, you juggle people's hit points, you probably use like Doctor or something like that. You manipulate the targeting, and then you do enough hits that you reset it and start over again, and you're under a time limit because of this dot that tells you um, that you have this many turns before your health runs out because it has the diaspora dot.
That one was funny. It actually caps out.
Does it? How much?
Yeah,
At how much?
it's like 5K.
5K is still pretty significant to be taking every turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have mirrored.
Like I said, it's
Mirror,
significant. It's not like yeah.
mirror and healing opus.
Mhm.
Not opus, healing Ultima.
Mhm.
It was really funny.
How much did you heal
Actually,
for with your Ultima?
like 3K or something.
Mhm. But
And
yeah,
I do it
like
twice because she double CAs like every turn.
right.
And the hit count is dealt with by Mugen eventually giving me Chaser. He will eventually give me Chaser.
I was laughing because Mugen doesn't work with my version of um the fight because upon Mugen getting hit, well, upon Vazaraga getting hit, Mugen immediately becomes uncontrollable for the rest of the fight. It's like, that's not useful to me. But anyway, so it was fun on release, and now I'm sad that it's just trivialized by
It's very
either
trivialized.
by having Greya or Uni and Geisenborger, like one of those two characters in Geisenborger, and you don't need to do anything else. You just have to have the patience to hit reload that many times because it's like 170 turns to do this, and I'm like, mine took 30.
I took 25.
Yeah. So anyway, like it was fun to do
Although,
the first time. I hope that Tower of Babel lessons get learned again. But anyway, go ahead.
uh, I treated this like I did with the other one, the fire one.
Cherub.
Yeah, I just CA looped it to death.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Um,
just a cherub. I actually had a very good chance of dying past 50.
all right. So that's pretty much it for things that are happening inside GBF. We did get a quality of life update where um they updated auto reserve so that you can finally include when you reserve. There's options to select. Let's see here. Is under reserve auto reserve settings. Well, anyway, there's a way to reserve skill weapons now. So it's I know that you can find it in the crate where you can weapon reserve, and then there's options here where it just says, all right, shards, jewels, get it in there, and you can add auto reserve weapons to that. And hey, look at all these Magna weapons I can fodder now. Yeah, let's do it. Boop,
Yeah.
done. Some people were complaining that this actually broke auto reserve. What happened that I found was that you have to go into your settings, into miscellaneous, and under auto reserve settings, you have to turn um, SSRs back on in your auto reserve settings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here. So under EXP reserve settings, I have Rs, SRs for angels, and then shards and jewels here as well. So I had to turn SSRs back on, and this is for the auto reserve. Like it had turned off auto reserve for SSRs on things that had already auto reserved, like all the Saphira weapons and stuff like that. So if you find yourself with a bunch of weapons that didn't used to be ending up in your inventory, that's why. And so I suggest you
Okay.
go in there and take care of it. But anyway, that's it. That's the week. Um, so as I mentioned previously, we are probably going to see a second wave of GBF
Uprange.
Fest merchandise soon. And so let's take a quick look at what's up now and just have fun um, taking a look at it because, I mean, GBF merchandise is just super fun.
Yeah, I need to go ship my glasses from Extra Fest.
Yeah, so um, given what happens to me in winter, where I start ending up wearing like a bunch of knit caps and stuff like that, I'm tempted by the GBF one. The problem is that it's like there is no there is like no branding on this thing, which could be good, could be bad, but it's just like why am I paying this much for just a generic knit cap then that has like no branding on it? The only way that you can tell that this is GBF is the tag here and because it has like the GBF alphabet on it.
I'm gonna buy that.
Um, the acrylic stands actually, these acrylic stands are um, cooler than the usual one. Like you know me, I'm not a big person for acrylic stands, but these ones where they're charms and hanging from like the Sidalas are hanging from the hammer, Nehan and Six are hanging from a lotus. These ones are cool. Um, what do you think about putting GBF stickers on things where it's just the lines?
I'm bad with lines, so
Yeah, that's fair. Like I'm so tempted to put the Plan B one on something. Plan B, da.
Splendida. Okay, that's a good one, actually.
Yeah, there's this one, there's Gulp, so this is the island the rumors speak of, which I think I'll throw that one away. Here's Galleon saying blessings. Um, this is the order for Garlic Bahamut over here. Garlic Bahamut with a mountain of sprouts, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
um, but anyway, the, I don't know about these ones, but but I am 100% picking up this tote bag or this pouch.
Oh, the dragon's pouch.
Yeah, anything dragons in their derpy forms is close to an instant buy. Um, I have to think twice about the 2 foot tall galleon though.
What? That's like a gimme.
Is it a gimme? I'm gonna have to continue carrying this around to Japan for 3 weeks.
You get the giant bag to carry your giant galleons.
I do have to pick up at least the chicken, the dog, and because of my own branding, the sheep. I don't
Dang, the
know
sheep has
about
to get the sheep.
I don't know about picking up the monkey. It's cute, but monkey's not my animal or my
I mean, you might as well at that point. There, you have to get full set.
I mean, you right. You right. I was talking to my friend Melissa recently. We were talking about before this stuff drops, like what can GBF possibly give us that we would actually buy? It's like plush Divine Generals animals, and then they did it. We're like, damn them, damn
They
them,
can't keep getting away with this.
right? This time around, I probably will not pick up the headbands. I don't really need sheep horns or the Jita hairpiece for the Eternals outfit. But I mean, I say that as someone who already owns the Vikala ears. They just need to get to me. So it's not like I'm above it. It's just that I don't need these ones in particular. And then as a tea aficionado, I will pick up the event tea sets.
Which three events are in this one?
It is Forgiveness and Gratitude over here. It looks like Genmaicha, which is one of my favorite teas, so I'll have to do that. Um, it is A Tale of Kindled Bonds. So, I forget which one this one is. Probably Peach, though. That's probably Peach pieces in there because of the whole Peach Tree theming. And then To Each His Ideal, which may or may not be like strawberry, like herbal tea or like black tea with strawberry hints or something like that.
All
That would
right.
that would make sense to me. But yeah, I fully expect that in a couple hours we will get another drop of these things, more stuff coming out. Um,
So waiting for like night party tickets to go up.
Also true. Once that comes up, then I will absolutely put my name in. But yeah, like this is remember, Cygames is not conservative with merchandise. Like this is wave one of usually like 3 or 4. We're gonna get some way crazier things, and and I say this acknowledging that there is a 2 foot tall galleon already here for 7,000 yen, which like
Yeah.
I'm probably picking one up. The question is if I had to pay Pocky for room and board for my small dragon child
Or two.
or two. Because I have, like, at a 2 foot tall plush, that is when you have to buy a seat for it on your plane or something, you know? And it's like, I'm not doing that.
Up to them. I just carry that shit around.
Oh,
Whoop,
man.
whoop, whoop.
Oh, I can't do that.
I mean, you can. You're just gonna refuse to.
Yes, this is
There
true.
you go.
This is true. I refuse to do that. Boy. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. Next week, let's see. Next week we don't really have that much coming through. Like we're in Rise of the Beasts right now. We have, a ring to get, and this is mostly a catch-up thing. Uh, we know that the comfy stream is now JP time. It is Christmas Eve, so over here it will be the 23rd. The 23rd is a
Friday, I think.
Friday, so I mean I'm also on vacation already by that point, so I'll just be up. I'll be doing my usual translation stream. We'll get our news about like the Zodiac, etc. Um, I do have to say that given the holiday release schedule, we've got ourselves constant speculation on who the next holiday character is, because we've already gotten Fiorito and such. Um, that's why every single Grand Blues comes with high alert, where it's like ding ding ding. Is it Holiday Lamretta? Is it Holiday Lamretta? Is she just got to be the drunk aunt at Christmas dinner? It's like we'll see, we'll see.
I'm looking through attractions right now. I see the general's attractions right now.
Oh yeah, with the let's see, what was in those attractions? There was one of them is shooting cork bullet. No, that's Eustace's cork shooting. Um, attractions. All of the Vania and Vites. Not all of it. A bunch of it is new. So we've got a new Lich popcorn. The Melinda thing is back. The inflate the Lich balloon is back.
That one's the easiest one to pass.
Yeah, because it's co-op, and
Well,
it's
I
just
mean the
based on
bet
pumping.
I mean the Melinda one is co-op, but
It's difficult. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Eustace's cork
as we our person at the end fumbled it on accident.
Yeah. Let's see here. We've got Fluffy, Cotton Candy. Oh yeah, the new thing that we stick swords into is gonna be Joy. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one, and by that I mean we'll I would stab anybody happily to get free merchandise.
Let's see here. There's a Mahira and Joy sticker in that, and what is the other one?
For what the
Oh, it's a postcard.
Yeah, the postcard of the of all 12 generals for Mahira's. The Garjana one is going to be the throwing a bone to Garjana. There's a clear file of dog and a postcard of dog for that one. Um, the Oh yeah, the boar cannon. You shoot the boars, and you get either a Kumbira cleaning cloth, and then a postcard of Kumbira. The
Yeah, I could use that actually.
The rat maze. The rat maze. I'm going to absolutely like go until I win, and then hitting the gong at exactly the right strength. Oh yeah, coasters. I always use coasters, so I'll pick up the tiger coasters.
Oh, that's pretty good.
One
Yeah,
foot tall fat Cassius plush. I would not be surprised if they did that.
yeah, that'd be dope actually.
Yeah, exactly. I would be in for that. Anyway, that's it for this week. Like they dropped a hint at Cygames Cup of what's coming up for Granblue Versus, so they are still actively working on it, and they apologized for like 2022 being kind of empty for releases for the game. It's as you and I know because we actually know what development is like. COVID hit them pretty hard, and also they're working on something that is very very difficult, but also they know is necessary to um, get the longevity and lifespan of the game to where they want it to be. Um,
Yeah,
it's something that they could have announced and said that it was in 2023 at some point, but they can't guarantee that.
you don't want to make promises.
You don't make promises
That don't
like that.
happen.
Exactly.
We already saw what happened.
Yeah, exactly. You don't make promises that you can't keep. As somebody pulls out the Granblue Fantasy relink coming. What was it? 2016, 2017?
Yep, that one.
Yeah,
And every year since then.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Blue, you and I, we're just like we're reasonable people. So it's like, what could they possibly be working on to ensure the longevity of the game? Well,
Uh,
we'll find out in a month and 2 weeks.
I just put in the face of the person who runs Will Kill.
Yeah, but once again, like the mentions of the account got so toxic for just the hint of just him saying we're working on things that we need to do to bring players back. That's what he said. He said it's we need to bring people back who've maybe left the game for a bit, and we need to ensure that the game has a long lifespan. And to fighting game players, that means one thing. To anyone else, it's just like, okay, cool, new characters. And it's like, well, you make your decisions. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm waiting for Sandalphon.
Yep. All right. And with that, that's it for this week. Next week we'll be chilling. We'll be talking about new. Um, well, we will most likely be talking about Fest merchandise, but if not, we're hanging out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blue. Yeah, I'm so tired of people being toxic. I've been aggressively blocking people who just complain about Dragalia on the Granblue EN timeline.
Oh, I've seen some of those. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's ugh, it's so annoying. But yeah, I mean, we do what we can, Blue. Shoutouts to Blue and chat, doing hard work. um, the NorCal GB versus folks announced that Granblue EN will be helping with running stuff at Slashback in next March, and it's like that's just me. And my joke is that I'll just like kidnap Isaiah and we'll play card games for 2 days.
Plus Rock is in March. Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
I think I'm not going to that only because I might be doing something else.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can't if you can't commit, you can't commit. It's all good.
I have the money to commit if I want to, but
But it be like that.
yeah.
So anyway, thanks for joining us this fine day. We are going to go watch Akiba Maid War, right? It's
I hope
Akiba Maid
so.
War day. I'm so
I
excited.
don't have a second monitor. No,
Oh
I
no!
can't play Genshin in the background.
You gotta play something on your phone or something?
No, I'm just gonna play Granblue.
Alright. Alright. Anyway, thanks guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.